All right, so we're up here in Greenville with Cross. Today's a pull day, so that's back and buys. Everyone knows how to get big biceps, just do curls. But what people don't know is how to grow a big, nice, thick, wide back. So let's get into the first exercise. Okay, so this first exercise is the TBar Row. So what you really want to do here is when he comes all the way forward, this is his lat. His lats are fully extending. He's rolling his shoulders forward, and then he's fully contracting, and then coming all the way out. So he's getting an extreme extension on his lats. What you have to be careful with on this movement is to not be up super far forward, because if you're up super far forward and you're just pulling straight up, that's just working your biceps and your shoulders and your traps. That's just like a shrug. But when you're far back like this, it's a row, because you can fully come through with your shoulders and then pull back. So you can fully extend your lats. So that's how to really focus on building your lats while doing a T-bar row. So let's get into the next exercises that you want to be doing to build a wide upper back. These are bent over dumbbell rows, pretty much working the exact same muscles as the barbell row. Barbell row is a good movement to start off with though, just because you can go really heavy. This is way better to try and really isolate your lat, so you can see how obvious it is that he's getting a real contraction right here in his lats. These honestly probably help with your rear delts more than the T-bar row will. A good way to think about it is if it feels very similar to a face pull, it's gonna be working your rear delts. You pretty much can't help it. So this is a really good movement to not only sculpt your upper back where your rear delts are at, but to also give you that V taper, because it's gonna help make your lats more wide and give you that Dorito look. So your rear delt right here, your teres minor and major right here, then your lats come from down here and they kind of wrap around the whole thing. So if you wanna have as good of a V taper as possible, not only do you need to work the lats, you need to work the muscles that the lats are wrapped around. And it's very much the case for the next exercise we're about to do, which is pull-ups. All right, so first movement is going to be pull-ups. The difference in a pull-up and a chin-up is pull-ups, your hands go overhand over the bar. Chin-ups, your hands go underhand under the bar. So that's the very simple difference between pull-ups and chin-ups. Pull-ups, you're hitting every muscle along this top part of your back, and then you are hitting your lats a little bit. You're not contracting them in the best way possible, but you do get a really good contraction in your teres major and minor on this movement. Another thing that I would not recommend doing when trying to build back is specifically targeting your traps. So your traps are these muscles right here. They come up into your neck and then they go down your back like this. The bigger your traps are, the more narrow you're going to look, especially from the front. So if you have really big traps from the front, it's going to make you proportionally not look as wide up top, and that's gonna throw off the look that you're going for when you're trying to build a big wide back. So I would not recommend specifically targeting your traps if you want to have the look of having a wide back. And if you're worried about this, like, oh, but then my traps are gonna be undersized, your traps aren't gonna be undersized. It's pretty difficult to dodge working your traps. If you're doing something with your back, or pretty much just lifting anything at all, your traps, they're sneaky. They find a way to engage themselves. So don't worry about your traps ending up being undersized. I would just recommend to not focus on them, because if they do grow really big, then they're gonna be overpowering and make you look narrow. And last but not least, a really good movement for your back is chin-ups. So this is the underhand version of a pull-up. An important thing to do on chin-ups to help engage your lats is to tilt your hips forward as you come up. It seems like bro science. It's like a mixture of bro science and real science. Bro science is what makes you feel it and what leads you to figure it out. But then when you look into it, you see the way that these fibers run, it's not directly straight up. They run like at an angle and around. So you want to be kind of pulling at an angle. So it's good to have your hips tilted forward. So yeah, that's everything you need to do to grow a solid looking back. Today was pull day. I just made it back day because no one cares about hitting arms. So thank you guys for watching. I hope that you learned something, and peace.